Hi. Hello. I'm happy to be here again today. So, this is the third day of my 30 days live stream video challenge. Today I'm going to continue my story about my job search journey, in Canada. I talked a little bit about that yesterday. When it came to the time to actually leave for Canada, I searched, Winnipeg online to figure out, okay, I'm going to Winnipeg, I'm leaving my job, I'm leaving my life in Nigeria, I'm going to Winnipeg. Okay, maybe I should find out what is going on then. Well, what popped up was, a lot of information about the crime situation in Winnipeg. And I think I also got some good news, about the Canada inland port, which is kind of a logistics based thing, which is huge, that is going to be built in Winnipeg. And that kind of was interesting to me. But on the bad news side, which is, the crime situation, I reached out to a colleague, a professional who actually practices supply chain here in Winnipeg. And well, he told me that, well, that's not his own reality of the Winnipeg where he lives. Apparently, these type of things are happening in other locations in Winnipeg, not everywhere. It's not like it's a crazy thing going on everywhere, in Winnipeg. So, with that, I thought, okay, well, somebody lives there who I know who are, of course, don't have that type of experience. So we decided to come, and then when we landed in Winnipeg, that was 2010. I think that would be August, if I still remember clearly. And uh, we started job searching. I didn't actually have intention of staying because I was going back to Nigeria, of course, because you don't really have that opportunity waiting for you, to just start working. So I left sometimes in November, but not uh, until after I've gotten my certification of course in supply chain management, which really was pretty easy then. So I think I came back 2011, and when I actually started job searching in Canada. So from February to April, which is actually less than 90 days, that I actually started working in my own line of career, which is in supply chain management, a role as a procurement coordinator at Manitoba Housing. Before that, though, I worked at Granny Poultry. I worked on the line where basically I was washing crates for the chicken crates, washing all the poops basically of those are some of the things you probably might have to do here if you don't want to spend the money you brought from wherever you're coming from, because you could use that for something more meaningful, like maybe investing that money. So I also worked at I think I worked at the Canadian Tire, which is a labor type of work, that I had to do there. And it wasn't long after that I actually also worked at Home Depot, which is my first, you know, I would say my first opportunity in supply chain, man, which is a fulfillment associate. Basically, what that is in the night I stock shelves, basically, and sometimes it means carrying a lot of heavy loads. You have to be, uh, strong to carry some of these things. But it got me on track. I got something I was doing, and in the during the day I would go apply the jobs when I'm at home. So that was how I did, and then I think March, 2011 was when I got the opportunity to work at Manitoba Housing. Was my first job, as a procurement coordinator. It's my professional role, here in Canada. So I think there's some things to learn from here. Basically, uh, what is on the internet about you. If an employer is figuring you out, just like the way I try to figure out Winnipeg, what would they find out? You might want to put in your name, on the internet to know, okay, what is out there. Sometimes you might not find anything, hopefully. Sometimes you might see that, there are so many other people that have the same name as you. So where that's confusing for an employer. So you want to make sure you feel, you take care of that. Secondly, mentors. You want to know somebody who is in the location where you're actually going to land. Who knows the lay of the land, and very important that this is somebody who is already working in that industry where you're trying to break into. So that's very, very helpful if you have that type of support. I think finally the one I would say here, I'm not saying that people who are doing survival job for more than 3 months are terrible. No, I'm just saying that as much as possible, don't do survival jobs for more than 3 months. There's a way this thing works that if you stay for too long on survival jobs, you might actually not do work in your profession, for a long time. I've seen it, happen with people here as a coach, and it's just kind of the way the mindset works. That if you don't, keep, focus on that thing that you need to accomplish, the time just slip by before you know it. 5 years, you're still not in your profession. So that's it for today. I hope that is helpful for somebody, especially those who haven't landed yet. Information is power, but I would say information is key. But action is actually what the power is. If you don't take action, but guess what? What if you're here already before you got that information? Then it's no point. So that's why it's important that you help to share this information with those people who probably are planning to land in Canada and they're trying to get, of course, they'll be planning to work in their profession. That's why Canada, brought them here anyways. So if you can share this, like it, subscribe, I'll appreciate. And hopefully I'll also come tomorrow and bring you some of the challenges that a job seeker would experience here in Canada when they job searching. Thank you again. So we continue tomorrow, day 4. Thanks for listening and have a great day.